Check, check, check.
Hey YouTube, it's been a minute. Haven't made a video in probably about 9 months. And part of the reason is I'm busy, and the videos that I like to make are to help you. Been getting a lot of comments on the channel. We actually hit 1 million views, which is awesome. Never thought I would do that. And as you can see in the previous clip, we were testing the mics because I haven't done this in a while. I hope I can edit this video. But today's video is all about mixing some RM43. It's that time of the year. Weeds are popping up like crazy. And I know some homeowners want to spray, and this is probably the best stuff. You can check your local hardware to see if they have it for you. Now, here's what I recommend. I would not recommend spraying this on anyone else's property unless you have a license to spray. I do not, so I usually do my own property and no one else's unless it's a family member, and I complete honest with them that it's going to kill everything that it touches. So here's what you're going to need to mix it. You're going to need a sprayer, obviously. I have this little cup that I've always used that has the ounces on it. I have this container that I like to fill up and pour into there just because my spigot has some high pressure and I don't want the stuff splashing everywhere. Obviously your mix, and I'm going to go get a mask because when you mix this stuff you never know, so try to be careful as much as you can. Ask my son to get me a mask. He gets me Merry Christmas. Now I do have a little bit of water at the bottom of this. I like to fill it up just a little bit. This is the Milwaukee M12 sprayer, which is my sprayer of choice because you don't have to pump it. But I'm going to go over here and we're going to fill this up, and you'll see my spigot, what I'm talking about with my spigot, how much pressure it has. So I like to fill this up and use this. Okay, again, make sure you read your label. There's one here. Again, you can Google it. There's websites. Okay, what I'm doing is kind of spot spraying. So I'm using 6 ounces per gallon. This is a 2 gallon. So I'm going to put 12 ounces of mix in here. I know that on the label there's times you can use 7.5 ounces per 1,000. But I am spot spraying, so we're going to get to 12. Then we're going to take this and we're going to pour it directly in here like this. Again, I'm going to bring you throughout the video each day. And show you the results. Now I take this, dump it in. It's hard to see, but you can probably take a Sharpie. I should probably do that. I've seen people do it, and just kind of highlight the 2 there. If you do it this way, you don't have much of a mess or leakage, but right here is 2 gallons, so I'm going to go get some more. Get up to 2 gallons. A little bit more. And then I always like to have just a little extra water because we're going to whoosh this out. Just dump it in the rocks here. With the Milwaukee sprayer, they have a little filter so no dirt or nothing gets in there. Crank this on. A nice thing about this sprayer, guys, and this really isn't about the sprayer, but I can make a video about the sprayer if you want, but you can buy different tanks and spray different stuff. Has 3 speeds. We're probably going to start off on 2. Hit the power. That's it. And then we're going to walk around and spray a little bit. Now we are going to hit some major stuff in the back of my house, but I'm going to touch these weeds quickly here just to show you, and we'll come back and try not to walk in anything and then walk in the grass, because that can be a major problem for your grass. It will kill it. Anytime I ever sprayed this in a rock bed, it was a friend or someone that I know and trusted. Even then, I don't really like it. That's all you're going to do is just hit the leaf and make sure that you're really just getting what you want to get. Do not overspray. Now if you spray the edge of stuff, like if the grass was up to here and you spray this edge and you have a type of grass that has roots, it'll kill your grass all the way back. So be extremely careful with that. If you wanted to spray an edge so you don't have to weed whack or trim, understand your grass type, because if you have some type of grass where the roots run underneath, if you spray right here, it could kill a foot into your grass. So understand that too. See right here, there's a chance that I could hurt my edge of my grass right there. We're gonna head to the back, and around my shed it's crazy with weeds. Crazy. And we're going to check back on all these weeds in a few days. Even if I just use my cell phone, it'll all be in one video. So make sure you watch all the way till the end so you can see some of the results. And hey, any comments are appreciated. Any knowledge from someone else that has way more knowledge than me, there's a lot of people out there, leave it in the comments. Let's take a walk back here. We're actually going to kill all this stuff, and I don't really care if it harms some of my grass down here, because I'm going to eventually fill this in with some dirt and kind of level it out. So we're just going to kill all this stuff. We got some loose rock, we're going to kill all that. We're going to go around here. Now back here is where it's crazy. I purposely let this grow in to see what this stuff will do. And you can kind of see that it's pretty caked in there. Got some rocks laying around. So I didn't want to weed whack back here. I probably won't mess with this too much, but I am going to spray this fence line and this. And in a future video, behind this fence is a whole strip, and I'm going to do a test with some homemade weed killer, some RM43, and just our local hardware weed killer. We're going to compare all three. So make sure you stay tuned for that. You're not going to want to miss that one. Oh, and by the way, don't forget to like this video. Last week we hit 1 million views, so it's much appreciated to everyone that watches our channel. And again, we are a helpful channel, I believe. We do stuff that's gonna help the average person out. We don't necessarily just make a video every day just to make a video. I don't have enough content to do that, but maybe in the future, who knows. But make sure you subscribe, and if you're with us already, hopefully you stick around. I'm gonna crank this thing up to 3 because I'm not going to be stepping back there, and I want it to hit everywhere. So we're going to start here. We're kind of going to work our way like left of the shed and just kind of walk around. And you can see how far this thing sprays. So we're just going to try to soak everything best we can. And then we'll go on the other side and hit that other side of it. Okay? Now I'm going to turn it down to 2 just because I want to hit this little fence line right here. Get all this stuff. And again, on the other side of this fence, it's crazy. I haven't touched it all summer long, so I'm actually going to turn it back up to 3 for this. Just to get a little bit. You can turn the nozzle too. Get a little bit of wider spray. We're just going to kill all this. Hey Lan, stay on the thing until we get over here. Tighten this down a little bit more. We're just going to hit all these weeds. There's a lot of rock in here. Like I said, I just want to kill it, that's all. Like some loose rock underneath here. But I'm going to fill all this in with dirt eventually, so I just want to kill all this. That concludes this little spraying part of the video. Make sure you guys stick around though, because throughout this video I'm going to show you some of the results. And remember, I mixed 6 ounces of RM43 per gallon. So we're not going to conclude this video yet though, but we will check back periodically, and then I'll conclude it at another date. And you can see some of it's shriveling up. It is day 2. So Thursday, June 12th, and we're just walking around here looking. You can see some of the tips are browning up. You can see how it's curled over a little bit here. That's really starting to shrivel up. I think when the sun hits that, that's going to be gone after today. Let's take a walk to the back and look at the big brush. June 12th, 9:01. I'm starting to see a whoa. Some of that's really starting to get knocked down, as you can see. Let's take a look at the side over here. Yeah, look at that. Starting to shrivel up a little bit. Let's take a look from this side. I don't have the shadow. You can see how brown some of that stuff's starting to get. So day 2, we'll check back. 6:14, sitting in the sun all day. See what it's starting to look like. Let's go check that back. That one's cooked. That one's really cooked. Let's see if it's hurting my grass. That's dead. So those, you can tell that they're starting to die. They're getting there. These are cooked here. Oh, it's working. It's only been one day. All right, we'll check back tomorrow. 12:31 on Friday the 13th. You can see that this stuff is cooked now. It's cooked. Let's take a look at the back. Look at that. So this is only day 3. We're supposed to get some rain today. So we'll see, but this stuff is gone. You can see how shriveled up. And I can probably spray that again, but I'm not. So next time I check back, we'll see if it killed it completely or not. Maybe I'll wait a couple days. Okay, it's been 9 days since the first application of the RM43. You can see how it killed there. Killed all those. Look at this one. Gone. So 9 days. This is what you're getting. Look at this one on the corner here. That's gone. Now let's go back and check out by the shed. Okay, before we move on and look around the shed, don't forget to subscribe and make sure you hit that like, and appreciate everyone that leaves comments on my channel over the last 2 years and the 1 million views. That's pretty awesome. So let's check this out. Look at that. 9 days. You remember before and after. That's completely gone. Now don't forget, behind this fence we're going to test 3 different weed killers, and one of them is going to be organic. We're going to make it. Look at this. Cooked. So let me know what you think about the RM43. Remember, 6 ounces per 1 gallon is what I used to spray this, and in 9 days it's completely gone. So hope you enjoyed this one. I'll catch you guys on the next one.